So when we talk about the aspects of First LEGO League, we have four areas that we talk about. The first area is our core values, and I'll talk more about what the core values are in a moment. But the core values are kind of your building blocks and kind of set up how you are as a person, how you are as a team, and how you operate in the world around you. And one of the areas you're judged on as an FLL challenge team is how well do you exemplify the core values. We're not judging you on how well you know the core values. We're judging on how well you exemplify them. And we'll go over the core values in a moment. Then we have the robot design category. It's something you're judged on. And robot design goes into how did you go about building your robot? What design process did you use? Why did you make the decisions you did? What was your strategy in designing your robot and in playing the game? So this category is a judged category, just like core values, and it is not something where we're looking at, well, how good is your robot? What did your robot do? How many points can you score? We're not looking at that. We're looking at how well are you working as engineers, as scientists, as researchers in engineering. So this is more about what did you do and why did you do it and how did you do it, not so much the, well, how good is the robot? This is more about your team's engineering processes. So those are two of your judged areas. I'm going to skip the robot game for a moment because the third judged area is the innovation project. Now, a lot of robotics competitions that you might be familiar with, you build a robot to do a game. And we do that too, and we're going to talk about that plenty, I assure you. But we also have what's called the innovation project. So every year there's a theme to the challenge, and in addition to building a robot to accomplish missions, which we'll talk about later, your team has to identify a problem in the theme space, in the challenge space, we say. Your team will identify the problem, they'll research the problem, they will identify a solution for their problem, and they will design and work on that solution. Teams can end up with patents, and you can go as far with it as you want. And then finally, after you're coming up with a solution, you're going to share your solution with other people. And all of this information is going to be freely available. I'll talk about where you can find all this stuff later. But those are the three judged areas, are the core values, the robot design, and the innovation project. The fourth area is the robot game. And if you look in the background here, foreground probably, you can see this table set up in my kitchen right now. And this is your missions. And we're going to go into a lot of depth on what these missions are, but you earn points based on these missions. Every team will get to play at least 3 matches in every competition they go to, and your high score counts. So if you score 50 points, and 290 points, your robot game score is 290 points. We only care about your highest score. We only look at the other scores if we need to go to a tiebreaker. And the thing that a lot of people will get hung up on is the robot game is what everybody sees. Your parents will come, your students will be there, their families, you, and you'll see this happen. This will be out in front of everybody. Everybody will see the robot game. But based on what we've just talked about, that is only 1/4 of your score. The other 3/4 of your score comes from your judging. And that's a thing that people won't see. Only you, your students, and the judges will actually see that. So that happens kind of off in the background, separate from the big, loud competition that everybody wants to look at. So don't focus all of your efforts on the robot game. It is only 1/4 of your score. That's why we say First LEGO League is not a robotics competition. It is a science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics competition, because there is so much more to it than that robot.